Happy holiday season, everyone. We're entering December, and Dr. Nicole wanted to come to you for a minute to just talk a little bit about understanding the immune system and just the immunity misconception that I just see so much in all of social media these days. So the phrase boosting your immune system, which everyone thinks we want to do, is a little bit inaccurate and misleading, and a truly boosted immune system, if you ever thought about it, would not be a good thing. It would actually be a dangerous thing, potentially leading to a fire of inflammation in your body and an autoimmune triggering or chronic disease states that are just not happy when your immune system is in overdrive. So let's learn a little bit about how the immune system actually works.
So the immune system is very complex. There are components that involve your cells. We know them as kind of white blood cells, different kinds of immune cells there, but it also includes different organs like your spleen, and then as well as your tissues. So the immune system in general is very multi-dimensional, and it includes all different parts of the body in general. And each different aspect responds differently to different threats that come in the body.
So just marketing myth debunking going on today. I just want to say that even though I love supplements, vitamins, I use them on a daily basis, I think that many products are claiming to boost immunity, and it just really kind of sets a little fire under me because I was like, that's really not what we want to do. It's based on pseudoscience. And these tactics are just like easy exploitation for you of your natural desire to stay healthy and keep your immune system strong. But boosting your immune system, just taking things willy-nilly, isn't the way to go about it. There actually isn't a quick fix. So let's just talk a little bit about what maybe we could do that would be immunosupportive, helping you have a healthy immune system without suppressing or overcharging your immune system.
So some things that we can kind of do day in and day out are just establishing a really healthy foundation to health. And that looks like having good nutrition, high quality foods that are nutrient dense. So the food that you put on your plate will affect the functioning of your immune system and your well-being overall. Exercise, that's foundational. Get your heart rate up, get your body moving, build muscle mass. All those things help to determine your set point in terms of your reaction to insults that come to the body. Sleep, that's our time for rest. That is where your immune system, all the hormones, your entire body is going quiet to help take care of you while you are sleeping. And then stress management. I mean, that's really important. We know that stress can wreak havoc on the body in so many different ways, and we often see it really affect the immune system by really dampening it or putting it into overdrive and developing more of like an autoimmune state. So stress is really important to manage going into the holidays.
And probably like the most difficult thing to do. So I'm just honoring that it's a challenge for all of us. But if you are one of those people that always get hit either like right before the holidays, in the holidays, or someone that gets hit right after they've gone through the holiday, it's probably a sign that your stress response is abnormal, in that you're just, overtaxed. And so that's things we deal with on a daily basis with our patients, really supporting those adrenal gland output of stress hormones and just doing practices in general. I think one of the things you hit on that I find super important is that when we get busy and stressed, especially in the holidays, we don't move our bodies and exercise or some kind of routine that is stimulating your immune system in a good way. By that I mean that when you do cardiovascular activity, whether it's weightlifting, running, yoga, etc., you actually promote a white blood cell response. Those are your immune cells. So truly, like when you exercise, you actually help your immune system become stronger. And the more sedentary you are, the less likely you will be resilient. So those are just things that are, honestly, they cost nothing except they are something that you have to commit to on a daily practice, because it's just not going to happen overnight to have a robust immune system. But really the dangers of an excessive immune stimulation that we see is with that chronic inflammation. A lot of times it's people that are either that you could be taking supplements that are labeled to be immune boosting, and just the sheer dosing can become toxic, not maybe deadly, but toxic in that the immune system says, what the heck's going on? I'm being promoted to do this, and you're doing it over and over again, and for every action there's a reaction. And so we find that suddenly these great things that are natural things aren't so great. And why I really like to stick to some foundationals that we're going to talk to you about, very simple steps to do to just be safe when you're doing immunosupportive therapies on your own.
And yeah, let's just not acknowledge or forget that the immune system is self-regulating, which is what you just kind of pointed out. There's a whole checks and balance to keeping it in check. So supporting it from a foundational level is the best way to support it.
And we were thinking, sometimes we talk about it being like a sophisticated security system in your body. So can you imagine, like, I don't know, when you unleash a war of something, you want to go attack something, but you have too many soldiers doing one thing, and then they're forgetting about guarding this territory over here because you overemployed this area. So what happens over here? So things creep in and create dangers, right? And so sort of like that idea of the complexity of what our immune system does, it's self-regulating, yes, and the checks and balances are super important. So if you mess with that too much, it can be a bad thing, and you're going to have vulnerabilities in your system.
It's a very intelligent system.
Yeah.
So we need to honor it.
Absolutely. So we have just a few products that we use on a daily basis, super safe. I'm not your doctor. Dr. Nicole's not your doctor, but these are things that we recommend in general. Ask your doctor if you are considering using these things. One of the first products I wanted to just show you, it's called Preventative. And it's kind of self-explanatory. Prevention is something that we think about every day in our office. We don't want you coming in sick. We would like you to have an immune system that's resilient, that doesn't get sick. And so there's really core nutrients in here, pretty simple formula. We have our powerful bioflavonoid called quercetin. We use these a lot in allergies to calm them down. But this is really great in aiding and supporting the immune system. Also, there's vitamin C and N-acetylcysteine, also known as NAC. And both of these are antioxidants that are very potent to promote respiratory function and support the function of the antioxidant potential of quercetin. Always include vitamin D, which is a very powerful immunoregulator, and zinc, which we know stops viral replication in times of viral illness, and also is in general just a needed nutrient for your immune system.
All right, next we have vitamin D3 K2. We'll talk on the simplicity yet powerful of vitamin D. So vitamin D, when you take with K2, it actually helps protect your bones. So we do love to give that together, and we're just dosing vitamin D. And I think what's fascinating is it plays a massive role in immune functioning, but some people are deficient in vitamin D. And it's not just due to lack of sun exposure, but if there's a liver pathology or something happening in the body, someone can just have low vitamin D, and that does help determine your immune system set point. So supporting that appropriately, dosing appropriately based off labs and symptoms is just a really nice preventative measure to also add to a routine.
And just a little thought on that. We use liquids sometimes, and we call them liposomals, and we'll talk about a couple other liposomals. I love liposomals in that they actually get put underneath your tongue, which allows for your body to absorb them through your bloodstream. And that's the closest thing to if you had an injection or an IV. So we don't need to rely on our body's ability to digest and absorb through the gastrointestinal tract. Very good thing for people that have gut issues or just in general have a difficulty with a queasy stomach. The liposomals are really a way to go because it really is predictive of, or beneficial when we put it underneath our tongue. So the other two that we're going to talk about are also liposomals. And I'm just going to start with another one. The Ultimate Multi is a teaspoon a day and keep the doctors like us away. It's super good stuff. The highest quality nutrients in a liposomal form. You can get some of these preventative cofactors like the zinc and the vitamin C, your B vitamins in the methylated form, a little bit of vitamin A, vitamin E. All of these things are utilized together to just immunoregulate, and that's our goal. So this is a nice thing to just take. It can be taken all year round and serve as a multivitamin, but it also is a great preventative for these cold and flu seasons, going through the holidays, etc. It's a teaspoon a day. So yeah.
And the last one is in light of cold and flu seasons, during the holidays, a little more stress. Vitamin C, another form that we do liposomally, is such a great addition when you are coming down with something, but also to be used daily as prevention. The dose will vary. but it's just such an important aspect. It's an antioxidant when you're giving it at this dose, and it's just going to help clean up the system, keep you healthy and thriving during the holidays and onward.
Yes, and also for some of you that don't know, if you ever tried to like have a lot of vitamin C, like I don't know, I've had those little powder packs of vitamin C, and you think you want to really get ahead of something, and you take 6 packs, and then the next thing you know, you can't leave your bathroom. So the benefit of liposomals is that you're not going to have that GI like diaspora into the bathroom after taking higher doses. So we love using this again, and it goes into your bloodstream and bypassing that gut absorption. So in conclusion, we just hope you learned a little bit of semantics that I think are super important. Not everything is great to boost and put in overdrive, and we always want to pay attention to our immune system, but please don't fall prey to a lot of gimmicks that are on the market. You're going to spend a lot of money and potentially be actually causing yourself harm. If you have any questions or you want to come visit us, we are here. This is what we do every day. Foundational approaches to just keep you healthy in the most preventative and natural ways possible.
All right, thank you.
Bye, everyone.